would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the UCLA Bruins. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Bruins will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Braswell. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads, showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. To the air, it's Holstein. Got his man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
That had to be a coverage bust because there is no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
Fires left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
And the Canes are on the move. Rides the back and leaves it. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got an open man. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane.
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punch him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bruins offense has the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The RPO fired complete to the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Bruins come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. White wants to throw it. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. The Bruins will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. A strike downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Looking to the big tight end. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Powers through. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
Out of all the ways to get a first down, that's how the offense chose to do it. I mean, make the mistake, throw the interception, Palmer, but heads-up play, force the fumble, and recover it. First down.
And, David, you know the quarterback's counting his lucky stars. That was a bad decision. That should be the defense's ball. Luckily, they fumble it. His teammates get it back to give him another chance.
The Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Turning it on. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he makes the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Flores. His drive will open from the 15. Give to the back. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20. a pickup of 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Find space on the right. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Has the sticks, and he may get more. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The Bruins come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. White going to attack through the air. Snagged out of the air. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now, here's second and long. Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Cook. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And his offense has put together a really nice drive, man. You really want to pay this off. Obviously, third down approaching. Got to be smart with the football, but we want to cut into this lead as much as possible. Down a couple possessions. This will be huge right before the half.
He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Send the tight end in motion. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Flips it out to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. If you consider the swing pass an extension of the running game, well, they shut down the run and the swing on that.
No doubt. Locked him down. Great job seeing it right away. Eyes on the running back. As soon as they threw it, multiple guys breaking on the football, getting to him, not letting him do any damage after the catch.
Making side adjustments here. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Pringle. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
to go up top on first down. Rifles it down the middle. Makes the catch down the right side. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down in the state of Florida, it's not a hard job.
All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Catch in the middle. It's Carr. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
A first down run in the red zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. To the air, it's Holstein. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. He got it. And now the lead is extended a little further. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Creates.
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
And the Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation. And now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Got him downfield. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the first down. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking to throw on first down. Bring in the heat.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Flores. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Defense might bring the house here. White wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. Got it in the middle. It's Matthews. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Under fire. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Quickly to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in college football heaven, the Rose Bowl.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the case. Kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Matthews. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
The Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the shotgun, the inside give. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the second time. Now on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. No matter the sport, he epitomized the UCLA mantra, be quick, don't hurry.
I mean, what a great job of being quick off the ball. Defensive lineman, you got to be quick off the ball if you want to be disruptive, get in the backfield, and get to the quarterback.
And his first throw here is incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8-ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. They've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hurricanes will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Here comes the heat. He'll try to do it himself. Across the 45. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this league.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. So look at this, they're sending out the kicker to try a long one. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He'll run it again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line. Back to throw, it's Knight. Pulls it in, it's Jefferson.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, what a play, it's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to throw, it's Knight. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Rides to back on the option to give. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the stop.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Boy, could they use a conversion on third and short from their own 24. Motion from the back. Takes it from the gun on third down. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. It's a seam. Touchdown, UCLA. Once he got some room, it was over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little...
There he goes! And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
On the move. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Canes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the bunt and see what he can get. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. White going to attack through the air. Working the middle, it's complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Finds his man. It's Marco. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Bruins are in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Just keep slinging it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they do on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. Great field position. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This crowd knows when to bring it. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Fires to the right. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. USC answered the bell away from the Coliseum today with an impressive victory. The Trojans knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Looking downfield on first down. Working that left side now. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Is another first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And Give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Going to swing it on second down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Brings up third down.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
The Canes in a good spot here with second and short. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Holstein. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Listen, I know that game didn't get very much, but I love getting the tight ends involved. Get everybody involved in the offense. Make me cover the whole field. Keep everybody a little bit honest.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Canes in the hurry up. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it on the move. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Miami. Fit it in the window for the score. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it from here.